Hi everybody.
Hey, Steph.
How's it going?
Good. How about you?
Good. It's
How's
good
it
to see
going?
some familiar faces
Yeah.
and some new faces out there. Yay. So I should probably start this meeting by introducing myself. For those of you that I haven't met, my name is Steph Nelson, and I apparently am your new regional connector. Yay! Yeah. So just taking over for Jeff Dickinson, who I think is joining us. Hopefully he'll be here soon. But yeah, so I'm excited to be serving you guys, and your faces all look familiar. So I feel like I maybe have met you in previous APSI years or at Synod school or just in maybe in a former life. I don't know. So yeah, it's great to see you guys. Have you guys been having a good experience at the conference so far?
If I can get a handle on the time difference thing,
Oh,
I totally spaced earlier this afternoon and missed the round table, like misjudged that time.
Right.
It's only an hour. It shouldn't be hard, but
I know. Like I had to write it down. I don't know why it's so hard, but I had to write
I wrote it down even and I still missed it, but whatever.
Absolutely.
the good thing is you can watch it later because it's all recorded.
Are the
That's
round
great.
tables recorded too?
They said everything, so I assume the round tables are as well.
I mean, there's someone recording us right now, so that's kind of scary.
Kind of creepy. We have to be good.
So be careful what you say, ladies and gentlemen.
That's
Jeff as
awesome.
well.
Gina, are you still sane?
Am I still sane? Yep,
Yes.
I'm pretty sane.
Good.
Thanks for
Good.
checking.
Your cat is so cute.
Yeah, well, her nickname is Little SHIT because she's naughty, so don't let her cuteness fool you. Being good at the moment.
That's an awesome nickname.
Yeah, it's got a lot.
Oh,
Hi, Jeff. Hi, Katie.
there's Jeff.
No, put that mask back on, Jeff. I thought your mask was cool and not everyone got to see it.
Yeah, what's
Show
your
us,
mask
show us.
say?
He can't hear me or he's ignoring me. You're muted.
Show us your mask, Jeff.
I think it was his picture.
It's my picture. I can, okay, here.
Oh,
What was your picture?
oh yes.
I think it's cool.
Great. That's great.
Yeah. Let's see, Gina. And
Thank you. I'm happy. I like it.
Here, I'll hop on. How's Green Bay, Katie?
Good. It's good. We're getting hit with the big snowstorm right now. I left my office early and came home so that I could continue in the conference and not get stuck at the office.
That was smart.
Our massive snowstorm literally just finished like 15 minutes ago.
Okay.
So in the break, I went and moved my car and did some preemptive shoveling. Yep.
I think you all sent it our way.
Hmm.
You can have it back if you would like it back. Good.
I'm okay.
Nice, nice.
My name too.
Very cool. Well, you guys, okay, so like I said before, this is like my first meeting, and I don't really know what I'm doing, but I'm flying by the seat of my pants. So bear with me here. But what I thought we would do here to kind of start out our time together, Jeff started this llama thing last year. No, Jeff, has it been 2 years?
2 years.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
2
yeah.
years? Yeah, okay. But I decided let's roll with it, right? Because it's kind of fun. But I thought maybe we would go ahead and start for our first activity to do some speed dating, right? And,
Cool.
kind of get to know each other a little bit better with doing some breakout rooms. So maybe we'll do 2 sessions of breakout rooms here. And if you're not familiar with our region, there's kind of a map right there that kind of tells where we're from, or what our territory is. But if you want to, in our first breakout session here, tell each other obviously what your name is, where you're from, and then on the third thing is to tell each other one word about how you're feeling right now. We played this with the kids, and I was amazed at how creative the kids were with their one word of how they were feeling, with how I don't know, just inventive they could be with how they were feeling on the inside. So for example, you might say, I feel twinkly right now. And then for the last thing, one thing that has given you some hope this past year. I thought it was really cool this morning how we were talking about how Bruce Rees Chow was talking about how we should not be surprised in that our ministry has done amazing things this past year. And that was one thing that I've said all along, is that this has given us so many opportunities. This pandemic has given us so many opportunities that we can really take advantage of. And I think it's given us a lot of hope. So maybe share with each other one thing that has given us a lot of hope this year, or something that has given you hope this year. So with that being said, let me put you guys into some breakout rooms. I think there's going to be, let's see, we'll just do actually 2 breakout rooms since there's not that many of us. And then we can kind of get to know each other, and we can do this twice so that we can get to know each other a little bit better. And we'll do this maybe for about 10 minutes. Okay. Sound good? All right. And if I'm doing this right, I think we'll come back to each other in about 5 minutes, and then we'll reassign the breakout rooms. Okay. Sound good? So I will meet you on the other side. Oh, okay. Here you go. Okay, I see my group back. Hopefully. Breakout rooms are so weird. I just don't know what's gonna happen, right? It's like the other realm, you know. You guys know what? I saw this special the other day, and did you know that the technology actually exists to, like in Star Trek when they say beam me up, that technology actually exists now. Did you know that? Isn't that cool? There they come. Hi, everybody. All right. Okay, how was speed dating? Thumbs up, everybody. All right, very cool. Okay, so I'm looking at the time, and I was gonna do another round of this. Oh, Deb's here. Hi, Deb. I was going to do another round of this, but in the interest of time, I think what we'll do is go ahead and move on, and then maybe do another round of it at the end if we have time. Does that sound cool with everybody? So we get a chance to know everybody. Okay. So what I think we'll do is move on to our next item of business here. Okay. So we speed dated. Oops. My PowerPoint is super touchy. Okay, so along with the llama theme, we're kind of talking about these moments of inspiration this year. And I just wanted to share with you one kind of super inspiring thing that happened to me this year. Our Pastor Wayne, maybe some of you guys from Omaha know Pastor Wayne, but he shared with us a really inspiring sermon, and he used a clip from the movie Love Actually Maybe some of you guys have seen this movie, Love Actually. It's kind of an older movie, but I hadn't really thought about that movie in quite a long time, but it was a blast from the past for me. But it was one of these times that was like super inspiring. And it honestly, like, he was giving the sermon, and it wasn't quite that inspiring at the time. I mean, it was inspiring at the time, but something that happened to me after the sermon was what was really inspiring. Now, I'm going to play this clip for you first. And hopefully this works, because the tech people tell me that I can't always play something from YouTube, but I'm hoping that I can. So hopefully this works. Give me a thumbs up if you can hear it. Can you hear it? Okay.
Whenever I get gloomy with the state of the world, I think about the arrivals gate at Heathrow Airport. General opinion's starting to make out that we live in a world of hatred and greed. But I don't see that. Seems to me that love is everywhere. Often it's not particularly dignified or newsworthy, but it's always there. Fathers and sons, mothers and daughters, husbands and wives, boyfriends, girlfriends, old friends. When the planes hit the Twin Towers, as far as I know, none of the phone calls from the people on board were messages of hate or revenge. They were all messages of love. If you look for it, I've got a sneaky feeling you'll find that love actually is all around.
So this is one of the most inspiring things that has just been in my heart pretty much all year throughout the pandemic. Oops, hold on. Forgot to hit stop. Okay. But not especially from the sermon, but mostly from that clip, and then something that my dad told me. So when I was little, my grandparents lived in Chicago, and for fun on Sunday afternoons, they lived in Elk Grove, which is like a suburb of Chicago. For fun on Sunday afternoons, we would go visit O'Hare, and we would go watch the airplanes in O'Hare. And I thought, that's kind of fun. My dad and my brother really love airplanes. My brother's a pilot, and I thought it was just to watch the airplanes, and my dad, I was telling him about this sermon, and I was like, oh, Love Actually, have you ever seen this movie? And it was just really heartwarming to watch that scene and everything. And my dad said, well, Steph, don't you remember when you were little, we used to go to O'Hare? And I said, well, yeah, we used to watch the planes. And he said, no, we used to watch the people in the airport. He said that was my mom's favorite thing to do, was to watch the people greeting each other in the airport. We would go just to watch the love in the airport. And I would get choked up thinking about it. And I said, Dad, are you serious? We weren't watching the planes. He said, no, my mom, your grandma just loved to watch how much love there was in that airport. And that's what we used to do on Sunday afternoons. And I didn't even pick up on it as a kid. I thought we were watching the planes. And I thought, oh my gosh, this is something I didn't even know that that's what was happening as a kid, but that's something that's just going to stay with me forever and ever and ever. So I just wanted to share that with you guys as something that was really inspirational to me this year. And a moment of hope, and something that was going to take me through everything this year. And it's also an introduction to something that I thought we could break out to do in our next little breakout that we might do. Okay, so here is your task. I love games. I do children's ministry at St. I guess I never formally introduced myself here, but I do children's ministry at St. Mark's in Lincoln, Nebraska, and we love games with our kids. And so for our next breakout, what I thought might be fun is to gather in your new groups and figure out what might be a great movie for APSI 2022, and using this maybe movie as an inspiration piece. Think about maybe what has inspired you, what have been those moments of hope that we just talked about with our other small groups, and maybe the superhero movie plot generator, and maybe just kind of share with each other, get to know each other, and think about what might be a blockbuster movie for APSI in the next year. Okay, any questions about what your tasks are for this? Just a fun game, but also getting to know you, and a creativity game here. Everybody understand what's going on? Okay, so I'll put you guys into some new breakout rooms. Let's see, I have to recreate these. Okay, recreate. There we go. Okay, and we'll do 2 breakout rooms for this one, and then we'll go, let's see, we end here at 5:45, right? Okay, so we'll go about 15 minutes in these rooms, and then come back, and then we'll share if you guys came up with a really great idea for the movie to be made in the next year here. Okay, here we go. All right, we all made it back. Hopefully the other group is coming soon. We shall see. Were you guys in the other group where I was talking about the technology exists to actually beam someone up?
Like physically?
Like in Star Trek? Yeah.
Like actually physically beam someone somewhere?
Yeah, like
What?
Apparently they did it in September.
To where? Where did it go?
Some conference or something where they're working on this technology.
I don't think I would
blow
want
your
to be the
mind?
guinea pig. I don't think I would want to be the guinea pig for that. But
Yeah.
I know.
Or like lose a finger on the way over.
Wrong.
What happens if your parts get put back in the wrong place? Because I know many people that I call a butthead, but I don't know if I really want to become one, you know?
What's that? The movie with Jeff Goldblum, Fly? Where he like transports himself to like from one thing to another, and then a fly. Oh yeah, I was
Yeah,
there's
the
too
fly.
many things that can go wrong.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I don't know.
Creepy.
Okay, so what did everybody come up with for movies? Okay, let's go with first the group that I wasn't in. Do you guys want to tell us what movie you came up with?
So I don't know if people have seen the movie Rat Race. Have you seen the movie Rat Race where everybody is like, not unmute, Jake. Sorry, my husband's giving commentary in the background. Where you're looking for, they're all searching for $1 million. So I've never been to APSI before. But this is in my head what it's like. So everybody's kind of like working together, but in their own ways, and like on this mad dash all over. It's a really funny movie. You should watch it sometime. And in Chicago, and just like going, like running through the Art Institute, and like running down by the lakefront, or like just kind of running around and having a good time. So
that's awesome. Very cool. Jeff, that kind of reminds me of that like whirlwind tour that we did at the end of Chicago APSI last time we were there, right?
Yeah. We went to the Bean, went down to the Bean and down Michigan Avenue. That was fun.
Yeah, it was fun. Very quick tour of Chicago. Anything else for your guys' movie?
We just made Susanna do it, and thank you, Susanna. We kind of went rogue in our group and talked about other things. That was
cool. Yeah. This was a wild card. Like I said, this is my first meeting, so yeah, I didn't quite know where to take it.
And get to know each other a little too. So.
Yeah, that's awesome. Okay, the group that I was in, do you guys want to tell about our movie?
Well, we were talking about how it would have to be sort of like the Disney movie Soul, where 2020 we're going along, and then you fall down the manhole and everything changes. And then Jenny's going to do a big flash mob breakout song about surviving together and toilet paper. So, and we realized that no one could play us, so it has to be completely animated. And what else? Toilet paper.
And our superpower is unlimited creativity that comes with a Mary Poppins bag of endless supplies. So if you want to do, like Kayla was talking about, putting lint bags together, like it would just be like, you just pull it out and it would have everything you need for everybody as you're passing them out. There's ultimate creativity. You think it comes to life, and it happens flawlessly, successfully.
That would be amazing. So who wants to start production on this movie? Yeah, absolutely. Well, thanks you guys for humoring me a little bit on the creativity there. Like I said, I do children's ministry, and so we're brainstorming and being creative quite a bit and playing games a lot. So that's where that comes from. But yes, okay. So Deb, are you still here?
Yes, I am.
Awesome. Okay, would you want to give us a quick update on Synod School?
I will. We are actually editing the catalog. I need to send as we speak, although not right at this moment. And the catalog will be out in the homes in March and to churches as well. We are planning on Synod School being either hybrid, meaning some people there in person and others joining us by Zoom, or virtual. And it's really depending upon the rollout of the vaccine. We want it to be hybrid, at the same time recognizing that we've already had people telling us, I'm not going to be comfortable coming this year. And that's fine. So we're trying to find that way for people to be involved at whatever level of comfort there is. What we can't tell is, what things will be like in July. I mean, who would have guessed that this is what February would be, 5 or 6 months ago. So we have a full array of classes and programs in place. We have Jill Duffield is the convocation speaker, and Samuel Sun is our evening worship leader, and the Bolts, Heidi and Greg Bolt, are leading morning worship, and Zola Anderson is our artist in residence, and she's designed a terrific cover, which is just so appropriate for this time in our lives. The theme is Called Out, and it's based upon Lazarus, the story of Lazarus, being called out, but how God calls us out of our places of comfort, out of what we've always been doing, and out of our quarantines to do a new thing. And it's a beautiful cover. I just commend it to you. So we're cruising along. Registration will start April 1st. And that is my task for the next 6 weeks, is to figure out how to register people for just virtual, for those who only want to be virtual versus those who want to be hybrid, and then figure out if we still have to social distance in July, how many people can actually be in every class. So there's a lot unknown, but we'll be virtual, and hopefully we'll also be in person, and it looks great. We have great classes. Questions? It's going to be like, if we're going to price ourselves like APSI, in that if it's virtual, it will be $100 for the week to cover costs, and provide some extra accounts and things that we need that we didn't have last year, so we can do a bit more this year.
Very cool. How many of you guys have been to Synod School? I think it is so much fun. I was trying to think. I think this is, well, we didn't have it last year, or it was virtual last year, right?
Mm-hmm. Right.
So I think I've gone 9 years, maybe. Katie, how many years have you gone?
More than that, but
more than that.
Yeah, it's hard to count. Yeah,
it always seems like the week where between summer school in Fargo it's really popular to do summer school and get some classes out of the way so you can do more fun classes during the year. Mm-hmm. And so there's like a week between summer school and when fall sports start. And so if you want to take any trip, you like try to plan it that same week as Synod school.
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah.
Well, you can bring your youth to Synod school, Kayla.
I could. I haven't planned anything for summer because who knows?
Mm-hmm.
That's an interesting comment. I went to the roundtable this afternoon asking the question, do you plan a summer mission trip or not? And I was amazed that everyone on screen was talking about how they were going to do it. They didn't start, I mean, I was there from the beginning. And no one started in the place of asking, should we do it or not? Everyone was talking about how they would do it. And I was astounded. I'm concerned because in my setting, the assumption is that we will do some sort of a mission trip this summer. And the charge to me is to figure out where we can go, where we'll be open, where we can do it. And I did appreciate in the roundtable that people were talking about how to encourage kids to quarantine for 10 days before going, and can you hold them to that? And can you go? One of the suggestions I liked was find one of our Presbyterian camps somewhere and go as a group and serve there. Not a camp that was holding summer camp, but a place that needed your labor. But it's a challenge, isn't it? To balance what we should do, what people need, what we want to do. I mean, my children grew up at Synod School. We can't imagine another summer where we don't get to go. And we did some of the virtual stuff last summer and it was fine, but it's not the same as being together with people. We'd all admit that. And we're really hoping that we can be part of the group that's there on campus at BVU. It's really important to us.
Absolutely. Yeah. So yeah, well, we'll look forward to that registration info and get that out to our region and everything. So yeah, thank you for working so hard on that as you always do. And yeah. Are there any other thoughts that anyone would like to lift out to the group? Gina, do you have anything that you'd like to lift out?
Are you, raise your hand if you are a member of APSI.
Yeah, I am.
Is every Kayla and Bonnie may not be. So if you choose to join APSI, two really cool benefits I just want to bring to your attention are you can get recordings of this event. If you just come to the conference, you get them for 90 days. If you join APSI, you can have them for as long as you're a member. So you can go back and watch the worship that you missed or the other sessions that you wanted to go to, but you couldn't. The other really cool thing this year is we teamed up with our denomination and Crossroads, and they do an anti-racism training. They gave us, we spent about $10,000 between APSI and the denomination to create 8 videos that if you're an APSI member for 2 years, you have access to these to use in your congregations. So you're getting $10,000 worth of good quality anti-racism videos for $100 if you're a regular member. I think it's $60 if you're a student and $60 if you're over 65. So, you know, if you've ever debated, why should I join APSI? This may be the year to say, oh, that would be why I'd join APSI. So just something cool that we're looking forward to.
What is that curriculum called again? Is it available now or is it coming out?
The Crossroads videos are actually out on our website now. So they were just put out like a week ago. So brand new. The other exciting thing, I don't know if you've seen any of the emails come through, is we have these new cohort groups. Kind of give me a wave if you've heard of them. Susanna's nodding. Have you participated in one?
Yeah, I did the Presbyterian Youth Workers Association one in the fall. It was phenomenal. So
cool.
Highly recommended. Yep.
So there's these different groups like the one Susanna mentioned, or like, hey, I'm new to Christian Ed. You have a facilitator, you meet 5 or 6 weeks, however often your group decides, and maybe once a month. Sorry. And you get to talk about all things pertaining to that topic. And I believe there are more of those coming out as well. That was pretty popular at the end of this last year. Any questions that I can answer for anyone about APSI?
Gina, what's your role? You've got a new position?
Yeah, I'm sorry, I did not say that earlier. I think I forgot. I am the organizational administrator for APSI. So I work 15 hours a week and I'm the one and only paid APSI employee. Although this week I work a few more than 15 hours. Even if I didn't work, I'd still be at APSI and I'd still be at Synod School. My bag is packed and ready to go. When Deb says Synod School's on, I'm there. And when the committee says APSI's on in Chicago next year, I'm there as well.
And you're still based in Wisconsin? Or
Wisconsin. Yeah, Katie's close to me now. You'll have
Not
to come
that we've gotten together yet, but we will.
Did before you came.
The day will come when we can get together. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's exciting. So you all will have to come visit. And Kim's not far from us too.
Right.
So yeah, let me know if you have any questions. You can get my email from Steph or anyone here, or it's on the APSI website too. So just feel free to email or call anytime with questions. All right, Steph, that's about all the exciting news that I have.
Awesome, thank you. Sorry about those dogs. They're quiet, and then like your cat, Gina, they just like, you know, the mailman drove by and all of a sudden, you know, wow, it's crazy. There they go again. Jeff, did you have anything that you'd like to add?
No, but just a big thank you to Steph for taking over. She's doing a great job so far, so keep it up.
Yeah. Can I add a thank you to Jeff for the past, has it been 3 or 6?
I think 5. I think I joined
5.
Mid, yeah. So. 5
years of being our connector. So that is awesome, and we thank you.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm. We're in good hands with Stephanie.
I don't know about that, but thanks for bearing with me, you guys, and being patient with me. So I'll learn eventually, but yeah. So anyway, well, thank you everybody for joining me. And this has been fun to get to know everybody and some familiar faces as well. So looking forward to.
Before you turn off, I have a quick question for Gina. Can you tell, like, from the registrations from the region, how many people actually showed up? How many people from our region showed up and registered or whatever?
So how many registered for
conference? Yeah, for the event, yeah.
From our region?
Yeah.
Steph, do you remember what the total was on that?
I want to say it was like 43 or something.
Oh, wow. Okay.
I think it was more. I remember it being more than last year. I was going to say 60 something.
Wow.
Oh, maybe I looked at it wrong.
I could be wrong though. Okay. We have over 1,000. People are still registering this afternoon.
That's awesome.
We have over 1,000 people. The goal, well, Deb can speak to this. The goal of the annual events team was 400. I think we met our 400 goal.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
Yeah. It's pretty cool.
Very cool.
I can tell you the next year we will be in Chicago. The team is hoping to take a lot of the feedback from this year. They're not sure how much they can work in for next year, but they certainly can work a lot in for the following years. So look for a little bit next year and hopefully more to come. Deb, does that capture that accurately? Deb's nodding. It's a good thing.
Very cool. Very cool. All right. Well, thank you all so much. I'll let you get on with your evening, and yeah, we'll see you probably in some workshops tomorrow.
Sounds good. Thanks, Steph.
Right. Thank you, everybody.
Bye.
Have a good night.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.